Water Commissioners meeting October 21st, 2022 at 6 p.m. is called to order.
It's the 20th.
Oh, it's the 20th, 20th. At 6 p.m. is being recorded. Roll call, Chairman Ed Johnson, present.
Commissioner John Kane, present.
Dave Meswar, Water Commissioner, present remotely.
Randy Brown.
Oh, Randy, I'm here. Randy Brown, present.
Christy Mayette, Office Manager.
Present.
Kevin Soper, Water.
Present.
Okay. Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Seeing none. Okay. Dave, have you reviewed the minutes of the June meeting?
I reviewed the minutes of the June meeting. I make a motion to accept them as written.
Okay. I second it. All in favor, Ed Johnson, aye.
Dave Meswar, aye.
Motion carries. Okay. All right, John and Dave, have you reviewed the minutes of the July 21st meeting?
Yes. I reviewed the minutes and I make a motion to accept the minutes as written.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
John
Dave.
Kane, aye.
Dave Meswar, aye.
Okay, favor passed. Okay. Elderly rate application, David Devino, 305 College Highway. He meets all the requirements. for Elderly rate application. Can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the elderly rate application.
Second,
I second it.
all in favor, Ed Johnson, aye.
John Kane, aye.
Dave Meswar, aye.
Okay, the pass for Dave Devino. Oh, okay, you're up, Randy.
All right, my report, a couple things. It's been a couple months since we met, but I think it's been pretty quiet in that time frame, so not a whole lot to talk about, but a couple important things. First of all, water use restrictions, we lifted those on October 1st. That's in accordance with our water withdrawal permit and our CUP. Second item is there has been some progress regarding our permit renewal with DEP. I had a discussion with DCR, Department of Conservation and Recreation, about a week and a half ago, talking about the water needs survey, which is a big component of that permit renewal. So that John Goddard was also on that call. John's the town planner. And the water needs survey is looking to identify what our needs are going to be over the next 10 years. So looking at future development, where and how much water those developments would potentially need. So once that water needs survey is completed, then the next steps will be going through the next steps of that permit renewal. We're still several months away.
Where is it?
It's about 5 pages from the back.
Oh, it's 5 pages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have done it for me too.
Oh,
The next,
right.
sorry, there you go. The next item 3. So, West Springfield has not had a permit renewed in, many years. There has been some progress on that. I was sent a copy of a draft permit that was sent to West Springfield earlier this month. So follows similar time frame as we are going through our permit renewal. West Springfield's going to go through the same process. So I took a look at the draft permit. There's similar restrictions in theirs as ours for stream flow restrictions. But seems like DEP is getting away from following the state's drought status as a trigger for implementing water restrictions. That was included in West Springfield's permit, and then just noting that I looked at some other permits that the state has put out recently, and they're not including that language in. Don't know why, but that's what they're doing. Item 4, we sent water bills out. They were sent out on 2 days ago on the 18th. And they are due on 11/17. I don't know if they've hit mailboxes yet. Ed, have you got yours
No.
yet? No, it's probably any day now.
Okay.
You should be getting your bills. Let's see, item 5. So this is a repeat. So we had another round of public notifications for water quality violation for the 3rd quarter. Haloacetic acid sample results taken at they were taken on August 9th. We sent that notice out to all the users on September 14th. Same notice that we've sent in the past, 2 quarters. There was a 1-page, double-sided document, with information on the issue. As we said before, it's, gonna happen. It's not, gonna go away. Unfortunately, it's gonna probably be here for a couple of years until Springfield Water,
Right, Yeah.
their new treatment plant is up and running. Item 6, leading copper. So because we added a chlorination system at well 1 early this year, we had to basically restart our lead and copper sampling program. So we have to take 40 samples at 40 samples at households this fall. And then we have to do another 40 in next spring as well. So for 1 full year, we got to go through two samples of 40 each time. And then the second year, it'll be 1 round of, I think, 40. And then we can get down to the third year, we can get down to the reduced rate, which is what we were doing, which is 20 samples every 3 years.
okay,
So a lot of lead and copper sampling.
okay,
I think I don't expect anything to come out of it in terms of different results than we've had in the past. But it was just a policy change where there's policy there where we technically added a treatment facility, a chlorination system. We had to basically reset our whole lead and copper sampling.
okay.
So we will follow that process as we need to. And so we sent out letters to 70 households asking for assistance. And we got 19 responses back so far. So we said that they would help out. So we need to do some legwork on that to get more people to sign up for taking lead and copper samples. The problem is there's only a certain percent of the population or the household that actually qualify for lead and copper sampling due to the age of the building,
Okay,
when you would expect to have lead or copper in the surface pipe.
okay,
So we're trying. Chrissy she sent out the letters and people asked people to call us back. We'll have to send another run of letters, I think, and hopefully get to that 40 that we need.
Okay.
That has to be done by December, end of December.
December, yeah,
Item 7, Emil continues doing his backhoe inspections. I think he's pretty much complete for the year. I know he was having trouble getting a hold of Meadowview Farms because they're not open anymore.
right, yeah, he died of cancer.
Yeah, and there was the another building on College Highway that's been vacant. It's a medical building by the American Inn.
Oh, okay.
I think there's a new tenant.
Yeah,
there
they
now.
just opened up, yeah.
So he needs to get in, he needs to get that contact so we can get out there. And item 8, this is gonna carry over for probably a year now, 55 Sam West Road. Nothing that I'm aware of, anything being done to restore that water service. Kevin, if you check every once in a while. is it still-
Yeah, in regards to that, though, I did notice that do you think it would be in our better interest to excavate that and sever that service to keep the in my opinion, I think that's what we should do though.
Keep the water from that staying
I
there.
mean, he's a contractor, he's got a curb stop wrench.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
I would
yeah,
like to excavate it, cut it, and done, because he's got to replace it to the main anyways.
Mhm.
That way there, we don't have to babysit it, and my confidence level is just, it's hard to police it,
yeah, that's understandable.
and it won't have to be police if that's the case.
yeah, we can do that.
Something that,
Agree with that, John?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying that from the beginning.
Yeah.
Cut it off, because I'm sure he's using it in some way.
give them the benefit of the doubt, but it's,
It's been so long at this point,
Right,
now
Right.
and it's been open, right? With no meter on it.
oh, there's people working there.
Yeah.
It's a working garage.
So they use it water, yeah, right.
I mean,
yeah, let's do it.
they have to wash their hands and use the men's room somehow, some way.
Yeah.
I mean,
So we can do that. We can talk.
I'll dig safe at Monday and
So
we'll go down there and dig it up and when the dig safe clears and just crip it and cut it.
Be done with it, yeah.
We can even go right back to the main.
Mhm.
I think the main's off the road there. I'll have to make sure we can do it after the curb stop that's there, which would be the easiest.
I get as close to the main as you can. I think that's the correct thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I
How,
think
how
so.
old is that service?
Been there a while, right?
That main might be, I think it's plastic, so I think if I got on the main, I could even just shut the gorp off and cap it.
That would be a deal.
Yeah.
And if it's good, then we know where it is.
Yeah, we can take ties for that.
Freeze.
If the main's not, I think the main's off the road there, just off the road. That would be the ideal way. to do it.
Right,
I like that.
awesome. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. And that's all I have for my report. The next couple pages have,
Do you want to make a motion on this? Vote on those, or abandoning the service?
We can if you want, keep it up and.
Yeah, so I'll make a motion to abandon the service at 55 San Luis Road. However, Kevin sees fit. When he gets it there.
I have a second.
I second the motion.
All in favor, Ed Johnson, aye.
John Kane, aye.
Dave Meswar, aye.
Motion carries. Okay,
so the next few pages include a summary of those that have received fines for violating the water restrictions over the past summer. We start off with a warning. And then we wait a few weeks, and if they don't change their activities, then they get a $50 fine. Wait a couple more weeks, depending, regardless of how many days they water in that 2 week or so period, they got one fine for $50. Again, if they didn't change their habits after a couple more weeks, they get another fine for $100. And then if, again, after a little more time, they still didn't change their behavior, then they get a daily fine of $100 a day. So people that got, these daily fines of $100 a day, that was a fourth or fifth notice that they had received from the town about that before we, those larger fines went on.
Lexington Circle, Lauren Lane.
So a few of these
It's,
people
nice
did,
lawns.
It's a lot of
a
fun.
few of these people did appeal their fines,
5 of them.
5, and actually there's a court date that I will be attending next week. With some information.
Yeah, well, we've got it all documented, it's all,
624.
yes, but 624 College Highway, where's that?
To Funeral Home.
Okay.
Really?
Okay. Nice. Okay.
We talked about this.
They're watering every single day.
Yeah, I know it, huh? Yeah. Okay, let's go over some comments down here. Old business, Randy.
I don't have anything for old business.
John, you got anything?
As far as the withdrawal permit, I did talk to Nick Baldiga, and he's interested in trying to help. So, with whatever he can do.
Yeah, I had a discussion with him maybe a week or two ago.
Okay.
We had some questions.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay, new business, Randy.
The only thing under new business, I think, was the board reorganization.
Yep.
So it's been, you haven't met as a full board, I think, since June. And typically in July, you talk about potentially reorganizing the board. It's up to you if you want to make a change. I just figured we throw it on the agenda and we could talk about it as a group.
Well,
So no need to if you don't want to, but it just,
it's up to Dave and John. So, I don't mind doing it. Chairman, but it's up to Dave and John if they want to change it.
Yeah. I'm fine with leaving it the way it is.
Yeah.
They good with it, want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to keep the board organization as it is.
Second it.
Okay. All in favor, Ed Johnson, aye.
John Kane, aye.
Dave Meswar, aye.
Motion carries. Is there anything else to come before the board? John, Dave?
Nope.
Okay, meeting adjourned.
We need a vote on it. Motion to adjourn.
Make a
Oh,
motion
yeah.
to adjourn.
Yeah.
Second it.
All in favor, Ed Johnson, aye.
John Kane, aye.
Dave Meswar, aye.
Motion carried. Meeting is closed.